the only
Can it be though?
is there a small positive that you take away from this in that Jaden ran the ball well and looked healthy,
Sure.
and as far as carrying the football and being on the field, which hopefully is a springboard towards what the rest of the season looks like. But that is, that's
what's crazy
how was
is-
the play? Other than that, how was the play, Miss Lincoln?
Yeah, I mean, Jaden definitely looked healthy. That's a positive. I think if he looked healthy, he also looked pretty bad passing,
He
at
did.
least in the first half.
That end of the first half, or I think it was end of the first half, second quarter, you had Terry in the slot, lined up on the left-hand side on the slot, took a straight seam shot, and he's running
He was
wide
missing
open,
stuff.
uncovered,
Yeah.
and decides to throw a ball to Ertz, and Ertz was open as well, ultimately doesn't complete the play. But going back to
I thought he missed a couple deep shots, and then the deep shots he took,
they weren't always great.
Great.
He threw the ball out of
accurate,
bounds a
but
couple times,
yeah, ones were right here to
and that's
Terry.
that's why I'm talking about Jaden with my worry being the mental steps back that seem to be happening, where he's making mistakes that he wasn't making earlier in the year, and that's part of what made him successful as a rookie QB, and what I think the sustainability and the excitement about what this offense looked like was because Jaden wasn't making these rookie mistakes. He was able to keep his head underneath him. He was able to do all those different things, and to come out and lose to this Cowboys team is
So what's your 25 alarm scale? How concerned are you?
If we're
I
talking-
want to go through individuals, but if you want to just give the collective, that's fine.
I think we can go through some individuals as well. I think if you look small picture as far as this season goes and playoffs and what they can do, it's a solid 23 alarms, give or take. And there's some loser Cowboy fan yelling at us up there. Loser.
Now, 23 alarms out of 25
In terms
of like making the playoffs or the success of this season, or
all the positives that we've built up through the first, let's call it 9 weeks of the
weeks, yeah,
season,
okay.
8 weeks, I think, and maybe 7 weeks, because I don't know that you can really count the Bears Hail Mary as,
Sure.
that was that wasn't great. That wasn't a
I
great
think you
game.
could almost
before
look
that.
at the Steelers game and take some positives.
Sure.
But
The point
whatever,
being,
maybe that's
7,
losing
8
talk.
weeks, there was a lot of momentum towards this team being very good and moving forward. And, I think about it as, you're a Rounders fan? Did you watch the movie?
Yeah.
Did you see the
Yeah.
movie? So, when Worm first gets out of jail, he goes and plays a bunch of poker games and thinks he's learned how to cheat and he can beat the game no matter what.
Right.
I kind of feel like that's what these coaches are sitting here. Hey, we've done a really good job with this offense and defense and special teams. Maybe we don't need these great players to make these things work, because our scheme and their play and their buy-in,
I like that analogy.
has been really good.
And then eventually Worm gets his ass kicked.
Exactly, and
Yeah.
we're in the moment right now where
might-
Worm is on
this
the
might have been
ground,
the cops'
getting
poker game.
getting
Yeah.
kicked and beat.
Let's hope that's not the case. I don't hate that analogy. I think my concern level's not as high. Crazy things happen in NFL seasons. This was an awful loss, though. Awful, awful, awful loss. And it's hard to not allow yourself to think this is a harbinger of more to come.
And part of that is the PTSD of 25 years of
but
showing up to big games.
remove the PTSD and just
Right.
look at it this year. And they were bad and delivered a complete dud in a major moment.